Good morning, guys. We crossed the Northern Territory border. Adele, yes. We had to fill out border passes to come across the border.
One each.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, just go online. We can put the link if you need it. Just to go online, put our name and address and details and where we have been for the last 28 days. So that had the old memory thinking, which stops have we been so far? And just fill it out. You get a reference number, and you don't have to have a printed copy, just have it handy on your phone. So I took 2 screenshots, but they get it emailed to you as well. So that's all done. It was easy.
Okay, so just go online. We'll shoot the link down below and fill out your online border pass. You can do that with your phone and on your way. There's nobody at the border. There was a sign there, and it said the sign did say something about
border pass required, and then that's.
And it also said about forms. So I'm assuming that's telling you to do the online form. This morning we left Newcastle Waters, where we stayed last night.
Yep.
So what's this? This is 2 weeks on the road today, pretty much, isn't it?
Yes, 2 weeks today.
And we've free camped the entire way from Brisbane to here, where we've just arrived. And we've had 2 nights staying at Lara Wetlands, where we paid $25 a night, but we free camped all the rest of the way. Hey,
great. The last 2 nights just been road stops.
Yep, a couple of road stops. So last night we stayed at Newcastle Waters, the roadside rest stop there, and it was cool. So we left there this morning, and we've arrived here at this pretty iconic little spot.
Yep.
But we're not going to stay here the night, but we'll take you for a walk around and show you what's around here. So this is, of course, Daly Waters, and behind us is the iconic Daly Waters Pub.
It's a magic spot. There's so many quirky things about Daly Waters Pub. It's really good.
There sure is. It's an amazing place. So way back, I think it was 1930 that it was built. And the owner here, just down the road as you're coming in, you'll see the sign for World War II aerodrome. And the owner here, back in the day, was actually on the crew that refueled those planes for World War II. Now, some years later, there was a bus driver who arrived here, and he dared all the girls on the bus to scull a beer. And if they didn't scull a beer, then they had to leave their top at the bar, their bra. So pretty smart bus driver, I reckon, because he's got a bunch of girls in the back of the bus who've been sculling beers and lost a part of their underwear. So I reckon he's a pretty clever tourist driver. But
from a male point of view.
So anyway, that started this tradition where when we go inside the pub here, we'll see those girls left bras behind, and then people after that started leaving more bras behind, and then it just went to hats and caps and thongs and jerseys, and then it was money, and it's been all sorts of things we'll see that have been left behind there at the pub over all these years ever since. Now, when we were last here in 2017, the Daly Waters Pub was up for sale, and there's a new owner there now, and we've just noticed driving in there's a few more quirky things about the place since we were here last. So.
Looks like they've expanded the accommodation as well.
Yep, so let's go and check all this out. There's even some new things for us to see as well. The servo over on this side, the fuel station, and of course on top of that roof, as has always been, there's a helicopter.
Navy.
But we haven't seen that Navy plane there before. Anybody interested? Diesel is $1.57. Hi, I'm up. Awesome, thanks.
Beautiful.
So this is very cool. Maggie May. An old caravan. Yeah. An old Chev. There's the pub across the road. These are some new additions since we were here last. What a cool old bus. (1948) Transot Way. Never heard of them. And they were used as caravans back in the day as well. Johnny Ling's mud crab. We noticed as we came in there's a few more things down the road here we hadn't seen before. Let's go and check them out.
I think this is going anywhere. Yeah.
Taking that one for a ride?
Yeah. There's a Ned Kelly thing happening up here.
Yeah.
Washing day.
Hills hoist, and they've got some additions to the one out here now too.
Bras and undies out there.
Yeah.
There's a soft little
It's an old bull catcher.
Yeah.
Is that a Range Rover? No, Toyota. Old Toyota Land Cruiser. Never smile at a crocodile now. His name's Kevin, he can't be that bad. He's here at your feet. Did you find him? Oh yeah, there he is. He's just in here, just this side of the pool.
Hard to see him in the shade.
This is another sign that we noticed as we came in. So it's 40 k's an hour as you come into Daly Waters. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
Pretty cool, huh? I do like Kevin.
Kevin the Saltwater Cop.
Yeah, he's got a good name.
This looks like it's come to do from the old Mataranka pub. It's called the Palace. And then it's got Mataranka pub beside it.
Oh, okay. You have to love Daly Waters, don't you?
Yeah.
It's just
So quirky.
so quirky, lots of fun, always going to bring a smile to your face. Now, it's early in the morning, it's only 9 o'clock or something in the morning, so too early for a drink and too early for lunch, so we won't stop and do those things today. But inside, they're famous for their barra burgers, aren't they? So can recommend stopping in and having one of them for lunch if you're pulling up here at all. We've always stopped and had a sneaky drink, haven't we, on our way up? Just got 3 motorbikes pull up. Give us a pose, Adele. Hi, mate. Australia's most remote traffic lights. Right, let's head on inside. So I had seen the McDonald's sign before, but the KFC sign up there on top of the roof is a new one.
The Daly Waters Pub has an incredible history. It has been the place of murders, shootouts in the main street, drunken pub brawls and cattle stampedes. Nearby station owners threatened to burn it down, and you can still see the rails out the front where the horses used to be hitched up as riders came to the pub. Sometimes objects have been known to go flying in the air in the kitchen, and it's believed to be the ghost of Sarah, a lady murdered at the pub. Her husband got away with it, claiming she was having an affair with the gardener.
The Daly Waters Pub is a place to relax and enjoy some fun. You can stay and swim in the 2 pools available, enjoy a cold beer, a rum and a good meal.
I spent a lot of his kind of adult life trying to prove himself to the firm. I think it's from a whole life of like
That is one well-fed Labrador.
yeah. Oh, he's beautiful.
All right, mate.
Where'd it go?
Forward. Nothing's got no nuts. What do you reckon, Polly? We got the family. We got the family. On a good day.
G'day, fella.
No animals
Somehow I think he's been here before.
companion animals.
Clearly. Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah. There's no food, the horse is hungry.
It's just becoming more and more quirky, this place, hasn't it?
Yeah. A new dimension. Horses. I'd like to see the horse at the bar.
He's one of the richest guys in the Northern Territory.
Really?
He owns all of it, all Daly Waters.
He
Oh,
owns it.
serious?
Yeah.
So he was
And,
the guy
and
that
not the
bought it.
pub? He owns the pub.
I think he does. I think he owns
Oh,
pretty much
right.
everything, and that's what the guys were saying. He's one of the richest men in the Northern Territory.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, well, he can
That
do whatever he wants then.
explains why that Labrador was so well fed.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that would explain why he gets to take his horse and dog down the back. The girl behind the bar just let us know the fella with the horse and the Labrador is in fact Kim Carter. He's the owner here of the Daly Waters Pub. He also owns a lot of stuff in Coober Pedy, she told us. That horse, actually, what did she say about the horse?
In wet season, it comes up to the bar.
Yeah.
They can allow it to come in because they only get a few people in a day.
Yeah,
so
only a
it
couple of
comes
people
up
come
to
in a
the
day,
bar.
so the horse goes inside and goes up to the bar.
That would be classic.
That would have been funny to see. Alright, we've had a look around here and we're going to keep on moving and get ourselves up to our next stop. But I reckon Adele wants to, she loves posing for these photos. Let's do that. We'll have a look around. There's a bit of a playground here now, Adele.
Flying helicopter.
Yeah.
This is the lady one.
That's the lady one.
Kevin, the helicopter rider,
I got my helicopter license.
here at the Daly Waters Pub.
Woo!
Take us for a spin, hey?
Yeah. Ah, dear. Fun for everybody at Daly Waters. Well, we've made it here to Little Roper Stockcamp, and if you haven't been here before, this is definitely a spot you want to stay on your trip around Australia. So, Bitter Springs just down the road, thermal pools just down the road this way, only 1 kilometre, and this is a ripper spot. When you meet Des and Talca, you'll know why. This is a big fire area here, which in the mornings Des puts on Johnny cakes and all sorts of stuff. They're actually baking their own bread in there now, which is really, really good. And you see massive big fire area here that everybody can enjoy, and at the moment we've got a fire going and we're cooking our roast. Over the back over here, Des has got a whole heap of farm animals, and kids can feed them some hay and pat them. It's quite amazing. And also inside he's got a whole heap of pet snakes, big pythons, so he brings those out and the kids get to pat them as well. It's a magic spot. I'll show you around a little bit more in the morning as well. Hopefully we'll even get to meet Des and Talca in the morning too. In the meantime, I've got to keep an eye on this fire and cook this roast. Hopefully it comes out as well as the one we did at Corella Dam, which was absolutely mint. Hi, how are you? There's Talca. Let's have a look at our roast.
Probably need to feel it to know there's any crackling, to know how it's cooking.
It's looking pretty good.
Yeah, it's only been on 40 minutes, probably need another 20 and we'll check it again.
You reckon 20? Don't need 10?
We'll check it again in 10. Roast crackling. Just on the road.
What do we got?
No, you go and
Roast
then you go.
pork again in the
Three,
campfire.
again, it's stop. Two,
And it
One.
looks and smells
and go.
absolutely awesome.
Got some cracklings.
Well, we're at Bitter Springs.
Yeah, we're back here.
Now we've got a tip for you. Now when you go down Bitter Springs, first of all, you want to take a pool noodle with you.
Yes.
That'll help you float, or any other sort of floating device will do.
Yep.
And you want to wear either thongs or, as Adele has,
Reef shoes.
reef shoes. Now what you do is stick your thongs over the top of your noodle, one on each end, as you float down, because you'll want some sort of shoes for protection when you're walking back, because it's a gravel track back.
It was, maybe that's the pathway.
Yeah, it could be a pathway now.
Changed.
Yeah, we'll have to check that. But that's our tip for you. We'll find out whether that's still the case. So it looks like there's been fire around here.
Yeah. It's nice warm.
Oh, yeah, it's not that hot. But we're comparing it to Mitchell,
39 degrees.
which was probably good because when you got out, you're happy to be in the cold.
Yeah,
Whereas here,
it might be cool.
it might be quite cool. Usually is. The thing with going down Bitter Springs is you never know when you're going to kick a log. Sandy at the bottom, but
Yeah.
I'm still not touching.
Oh, really?
I just touched.
Uh-huh. Got a bit shallow up.
Yeah. Come walk.
Oh,
Another log.
walking uphill.
Another log.
Sandy bottom.
So one little sandy stretch.
I could just touch with my tippy toes.
Yeah.
Yep. Just bounce.
Going deep again.
Uh-huh.
Losing the sand and going deep.
Gaining weed.
As I was saying, it's a lot better if it's hotter because then it's not so cold when you get out.
Yeah, a bit cool. Down in the sun here for a minute.
Yeah, that water's that temperature, it warms you up a little bit and makes it feel really cool when you get out. But it was good fun.
Yep.
Well, at least this answered our question. There is a concrete path through here now, so you don't need to worry about taking your thongs or shoes down. Hey,
Yeah, it's much better.
we going again?
Yeah.
Hey Dale, we going again?
Yeah.
Awesome. In our next episode, we get to see Nathan Whippy Griggs in action. This guy really is amazing.
Des brings out the animals before he shares some information with us about some recent major challenges he has faced. Then we drive through some bushfires on the side of the highway to get to our next free camp as we make our way to Litchfield National Park.